Before I get to anything else, I want to make sure that everyone knows that this is Game of Thrones, the RPG by Cyanide and Atlus, and not Game of Thrones, the HBO TV show. This trailer was just released and actually shows off a lot of the gameplay and combat for Game of Thrones. If you're interested in watching it in its entirety, the link will be provided below. Now, admittedly, this is the first of the footage I've actually looked at Game of Thrones. I've seen some press releases for the game, but haven't actually looked into it that much. You'll find that with me, I don't actually look into the games that I'm going to play a lot beforehand because I try to avoid the hype. So I'm going to try to avoid any hype by posting these trailers as well. It's not very typical for me to watch trailers in the first place, but, you know, this one was actually pretty neat and I wanted to show it off. I think right away, just looking at it, you can tell it has a pretty strong Dragon Age, or maybe, you know, the First Templar feel. Because the game is about two characters, one of the Night's Watch, and one is a Red Priest, I believe. And both of them are, you know, there's no magical powers like there is in typical fantasy worlds. So that's why I kind of say that this has like a First Templar feel to it, because in that game you played, you know, one of three characters and they kind of walked around together. But they were primarily, you know, melee or ranged and didn't have magic powers or anything. Right away, there's a lot of cool things you're seeing here. Both of the characters can have multiple classes, or you can choose between one of three classes for each of the characters, and one of them is going to be really melee focused, and then the other is going to be more of a support or ranged type of character. But I think the neatest thing that they're going to show off in this trailer is that while there is kind of a pause functionality similar to what we see in Mass Effect or Dragon Age, the game is still moving, and you can see that happening here. So it's always in real time. It just slows it down. So you never really get a full, you know, pause to think about how you're going to execute your moves. It's tough to actually see what the different moves are going to be, and they don't really go into the detail of what that's going to be in this trailer. But we do get a good sense of what the gameplay is going to be like. Again, this is the first time I've seen anything for this game, and it actually looks pretty cool. Now, I think the biggest drawback of the game, unfortunately, is that it's released on May 15th, my birthday, which is kind of neat. But it's the same day as Diablo 3's release, so who knows, you know, what's going to happen there. What do you guys think? Based on just this trailer alone, does this look like something you're interested in and seeing more footage of? Let me know. See ya.